Hi everyone, and welcome back to Beach Angel Tarot. I'm here to do a full moon in Aquarius reading. This is going to be I don't have a spread, so I'm just going to pull some cards on the energy, see what we're going to maybe release, see what maybe is going to be revealed. I'm not really sure where we're going with it, but we're just going to kind of tap in to see what's around the energy. And yeah, oh, I know what I want to do too. I'm going to see what angel... Oh my heavens, what angel is around? Oh, I'm being called to this deck on the floor, sorry. Got it down here. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we're going to start with this deck, and this is the Lunar Nomad Oracle. So I want to tap in with the lunar deck and the lunar energies. We're going to see with some of the depths of the sea, what blessing is coming, what angels around. We're just going to kind of just poke around in the energy, see what messages come up. So it's just going to be a fun little read for this full moon, which is, I think it's going to be like here, it's going to be tomorrow afternoon or something. So we're coming up into the energies now, so I feel like we're close enough in to get the messages that we need. So focusing on everyone as a collective energy, guiding angels, Archangel Michael, what is the message from the lunar? So we're tapping into the energy in general, a message that this moon's energy has for us. I think it's a super moon too. I'm not quite sure. There's a lot going on with this moon, I do believe. So let's just focus on the energy, see what Spirit wants us to know. I may read a little bit from the book, depends on what comes up from the card. And it's like hard, I'm like working at it. It's like doesn't want to come out. It's like, wow, something doesn't want to talk. It's quiet. What's going on? It's like pulling teeth here. It's like, wow. Okay, familiar. Ooh. Black cat, familiarity, right, is coming up. Let's read from the booklet. Number 40 is the end number. Familiar. It says guardian, spirit guide, protector, warning, shape-shifting. It says a shadowy black cat gazes out through burning ember eyes. Her gaze is intent and determined. She stands in the shadows as an invisible watcher at your side. The familiar is your guardian spirit. She is called by many names in many traditions: spirit guide, guardian angel, totem animal. And that's weird because I wanted to, and I got guided to see what angel is around. So we're going to pull, I feel whatever angel comes up here is going to be really associated with this cat and this familiar, because it's talking about a spirit guide, someone in invisible realms that is by your side. I'm feeling it like an astral presence around too. So this moon is maybe going to reveal an astral presence that is around you. So it could be coming in a dream state, or you may just really be sensing and getting knowledge of or information about an astral being that is around you. This is pretty cool. I don't know if I've had this come up before. She's called by many names: tradition, spirit guide, guardian angel, totem animal, genius. She represents the unseen protection that always surrounds you, but this moon is going to reveal that unseen protection. And I feel a little bit more is going to come up in this deck. And right when I said that, I felt really lightheaded. Like I felt like I got a spin through my eyes and on the top of my crown chakra. Spiritualists, shaman, witches, and healers have always worked with the benevolent spiritual forces that live in the invisible world, seeking their wisdom, protection, and guidance. These protective spirits can move between the worlds and access time, space, and information that seems out of reach to most of us in our physical bodies. Okay, so another thing that's going to happen is not only are you going to become aware of this guide itself, see its presence, or get information on who or what it is, but it's also bringing you some sort of information that's been out of reach in the unseen realms. This familiar has a message for you. You are loved, protected, and supported at all times. The familiar is your guide into the ethereal world of the lunar side and will lead you to wisdom and knowledge outside of your five senses. And that's just what I said. She is as real in your dreams as she is in the streets. She makes her presence known when necessary, and her influence can be felt anytime you call out to her. So it says she makes her presence known when necessary. So like right now, for some reason, it's necessary. This moon is saying that this guide's presence in your life is necessary, because she's going to make her presence known. And this says she makes her presence known when necessary, and her influence is felt anytime you call to her. But for some reason right now, they're saying it's necessary, just by the way that read out there. When the familiar appears, you're invited to work with your spirit guides. This is your collective of cosmic helpers, spirit guides, angels, ancestors, and masters. They surround you at all times, helping you grow your light and looking after your well-being. They are protective companions that support, love, guard, and guide you. Their intention is to show you how beautiful and powerful you truly are. She is a special friend in your circle. She is your closest guardian and speaks to you through dreams and messages. She creates signs and synchronicities and finds ways to lead you deeper down the path of discovering goodness. She can even travel between the worlds and manifest in other physical forms to truly show you the right direction to go. I created the familiar to pay homage to my own spirit guide, whom I call Spooky. And I don't want to read all that because it's like this little story. I may take a snapshot of this and put it on my Facebook and my community page if you want to look at the full. That's what I will do. When I put this link up, I'll put the full, book meaning of this. But the baseline message that I'm getting from the moon's energy is that there will be a familiar revealed to you, an astral being. I'm hearing it as like an astral being more than anything. So I don't know that it's actually a guide that you've had with you. It could be, and it's necessary at this time, and it's bringing knowledge to you, and it's coming from the lunar side. So shadow aspects, something like that. Undercurrent was the garden, and the top one was the ship. I don't want to get too, so this could be open exploration as well. This could be pinpointing a location, or this guide could be taking you somewhere, meaning guiding you to a specific place for a synchronicity to occur. I kind of feel it that way as well. So take it as you will, but let's see what angel comes up and what it has to say, because I feel like this could be another part of the message. But I just feel like you're being, because this is all open. This is up in the air. This is air energy. And, Aquarius is air. I always think Aquarius is water because of the water bearer, but it is an air sign. So this being the, it says ship. Well, isn't that interesting? Because ships are on water, but they're showing an aircraft. That is kind of like, it's weird. You may see a hot air balloon, or boats may be important, but there's navigation to something opening up for you. But I also feel like this guide is going to like synchronistically guide you to maybe an outside location, or give you an inspiring thought to go somewhere that's going to have a synchronistic event for you too. So that could be part of what's unfolding here from this moon's energy, but it's activating this astral being to guide you right now. So focusing on what's more of, and it fell, so I like that. Angel of the universe, you are being encouraged to expand your thinking. So again, it's talking to me about that inspired action, bringing in more knowledge, bringing in some sort of information, universal energy. I'm going to pull one more because that one fell. It's like I'm hearing like be open-minded. Don't be closed-minded. And I'm also feeling being like right brain versus left brain. I've been getting a lot of that guidance lately. You are being encouraged to expand your thinking. So meaning that you may be very like logically minded, like thinking it, trying to figure something out, trying to like figure out like how something could happen, or needing a lot of details, or if it doesn't look logical on paper, how could it happen? Because that's the left brain. The right brain is illogical. It is the daydreamer. It is the side that we create on, you know, like create fantasy, that type of thing. And I feel like they're saying to kind of, you know, at least balance it a bit, so because you may be too left-brained in the way of thinking or processing information. And this is going to require an open-mindedness, I feel, as part of this message. So let's just go with one more and see what else comes out here. Because I feel like that's just part of the message. It's like you're going to need to be open-minded. And with Angel of Abundance, a steady flow of abundance is about to manifest. And that could be in any area. You know, an abundance of all things, you know, finances, you know, health, friendships, work, you know, any of these, wealth, etc. But there's an abundance, flow of abundance is about to manifest. The top card is a goddess of the unknown. A new chapter in your life is around the corner. Remove fear and embrace the unknown. So I just feel like I want to pull one more. And we have goddess of knowledge. So it's definitely what I was feeling. Like there's going to be like this familiar is going to bring knowledge. Start to apply what you already know. Trust your intuition. It's that intuitive side. It's the right brain side. It's a you know, and it speaks with symbols. I think it talked about that in the booklet description. Signs, symbols, synchronicities, a knowledge of that, and you're going to be connecting the dots with this energy more and more. And there's going to be an abundance of this information making sense. I'm hearing the words making sense. It's like things are going to start making sense in a way that they haven't before when you're presented with this information, or when you get this inspired action and you follow it to whatever this is representing here. This could just be energetically, or this could be logistically, like being guided to some place in your community that something occurs, or there's a synchronistic event that kind of puts all the puzzle pieces together. But you're going to have to stay open-minded to the abundance of this coming forth for this moon period. So this is kind of interesting message. I'm going to ask, what will this lead to? Like, what is this going to lead to? What is this information and guidance leading us up to? If Spirit will show us and see. We have fears and issues. Undercurrent is illuminated. Top one was uncharted waters. So it's like taking you into the depths of fears. The lunar side is the shadow side. So that would be like, that can be fear, you know, the things that trigger you and bring up fears. So I do feel that this is going to lead us to seeing what triggers the fears, facing a fear, you know, something that you haven't wanted to look at. Uncharted waters is somewhere you don't go. And so we're talking about, and the light is coming down into the depths of the water. So issues and fears can be emotional fears, but, you know, usually these things happen in the mind and the thought. So again, there's a lot of the air and the water element in this, which goes right along with that Aquarius energy. So it's going to lead you to face a fear in whatever this is that's unfolding, whatever information this guide brings to you. You're going to come face to face, is what I'm hearing, with facing that fear. And they're saying you're well equipped, even though they're taking you into a place that you have been unwilling to or unable to go to be able to see this. So this is either your own fears or someone else's, but it's going to illuminate things. It's going to bring things out in the open, if you will. So that is part of the message that's coming up. So you're going deep into the fears to shed light on them. I'm going to leave the cat up here, and I'm going to put these down. Let's see what blessing this moon may bring to us. And I also want to see, there's a deck over here that I want to surrender a deck. Okay, let's see what blessing this moon will be bringing our way. Or I feel like this will be a blessing to meet a new guy, to have a feeling of more protection and guidance around. And again, this is all in the shadow aspects. So what blessing will this moon be bringing to us? Oh. A blessing for those who are nearing their final breath. So this could be a part of yourself. I mean, this doesn't have to be a person per se. It can be, but I feel like putting a part of yourself, because of this feeling, the fears, the lunar side, the shadow aspect, and it's not to put, like you're going to get rid of that part of yourself, but it's integrating it. It's integrating the separation of it. Because if it's standing alone as its own being separate within yourself, and you feel separate from it in some way, there is an integration here. So you may have an irrational, I'm hearing the words irrational fear, and it can cause you to feel separate or separation. You may shy away from things due to it, and you need to put an end to that. So I feel like a 10 of Swords and a way of thinking, a thought pattern in the mind, that kind of thing. That one just kind of flipped out there. I'm going to bring, and I mean, it can be someone passing as well, but I feel this is due to the feeling of all this. It's going to put to rest some sort of fear. And I'm hearing the word irrational, but let's see what else comes up. And we have, yeah, and I feel like a lot of mental struggle. I feel this battle is a lot of mental struggle, in regards to those fears. The triggers, it's, what did it say? Trigger fish, triggers, and issues and fears that can cause issues. Those triggers that can cause issues because of those triggers, and that triggers fears, it causes issues. And so there's going to be peace with this way of thinking, this thought pattern, because like I said, it can separate you from abundance. It can separate you from a flow, universal flow, right? Because we have the angel of the universe. So it's like closing off some sort of beneficial supply to you, and you're going to be taken through that side and into that fear. I heard face to face to the fear. So in some way, I don't know how this will play out, if it'll be like through a dream or in actual real life somehow. Sometimes situations come up and it must be dealt with. So maybe something comes to the surface that has to be dealt with, and that helps you work through a fear in some way. So let's see what is going to be revealed. Let me use this. I'm going to see. Ask what more will be revealed. What more this moon will reveal, as if we haven't seen enough, right? It's like, okay. As you can see, this person has had a guard up with their thoughts. They have the swords up here, and they're, guarding their way of thinking here. So let's see what else may be revealed by this moon's light. And we have dream lover connection. So this could have to do with relationship. A lot of my readings are relationship based, even though I've been trying to get away from it. It just continues to come up. I can't help what cards come out. And this could, what more it will reveal, it could be confidence in this connection. It could be the confidence of masculine energy in the connection. It could be your own masculine energy becoming more confident. And then we have clam is beauty, and then we have shoreline is renewal. So there can be something going on with renewal energy in a connection, but it's going to reveal more of a confidence in a partnership, perhaps, and the beauty of renewal, the beneficial energy in it. There could be something going on with that for some people. If it resonates for you, if not, don't take that part of the reading. But I want to see what else. What is going to be released? What will this moon release? Surrender. This is a surrender deck. What will we be surrendering to, or re-surrendering in regards to this full moon in Aquarius's energy? Surrender obsessive thinking. So there's like also temptation here with the apple. The apple also represents knowledge. It says if you are obsessing about a person or situation, turn the dilemma over to spirit. Doing so will help bring you clarity and even solve the problem. So this could have to do with, you know, that kind of energy within the fears, perhaps the fears around that connection or person or something as well. Because if you're fearful of someone or something, that can create, you know, anxiety, worries. You're worried about that, whatever it is, and that can create that overthinking. So, but we're going to be surrendering that too, so it's a good thing. And we're going to pick one more, and it's surrender to inner peace. So there's going to be, again, an end. That's what we said. An end to this peace after battle. The battle could be a way of thinking, a pattern that isn't, you know, you can see the crows here. And they're kind of like transforming into the dove energy. So there could have been a harsher way of thinking. This is like a 10 of swords, and a more peaceful feeling of like the 4 of swords. So it's, again, like, I feel like this is really looking at letting go of overthinking, and that's caused by fears. You know, when you get trapped in fears, you try to figure things out, and you're uncertain, and it can cause a whole onslaught of things. Undercurrent, when I pick this deck back up, it is a blessing for good men and fathers. So it can have to do, for some, it can have to do with relationships. It can have to do with your own inner masculine as well. So there could be something going on with your own inner masculine. And oftentimes, and that's the case, it's also being played out in, like, so within, so without. So it can be being played out as a reflection back to you, what your own inner masculine is doing. So it's something to think about as well. So let's see what Rainbow Rain, signs and symbols, messages this moon wants to send to us for, say, from now to the next full moon. And we have dinner dates, we have sacral chakra, and the birds would represent communication. Sacral chakra and communication is coming up there. And we have sex or fertility. We have that sacral chakra energy again. And someone wants to do the hip hop. There we have the hot air balloons, which we had in the beginning with the ship. So you may actually see a hot air balloon as a sign or symbol. And we have rabbits and we have parrots. So those would be like the 3 signs as well. But it can be a rising up over, you know, communicating sexually, if that's been an issue, or I'm hearing the words, a way of relating it through the sacral chakra, expression through the sacral chakra, which there's nothing wrong with that. But if it's in a blocked position, it can create issues as well. So there's that too. But I'm going to pull 3 more, a set of 3 more I'm being guided to. So that could be for some people if it resonates. And we have, I'm curious because I'm jealous. So there could be some jealousy and jealous tendencies happening. And we have going nowhere. This can be seen in 2 ways: something that isn't going anywhere, or this could be something that isn't leaving you, you know, like something that isn't leaving you, like wouldn't be abandoning you. It is not going away from you. And this one keeps appearing, and it is destination assured, and the one under that is truth spoken. So those are the messages from this full moon. I hope you've enjoyed this reading, and I think I will offer this reading. If you want this reading over the next day or two, I will put the information in the link below. I will deliver it within 24 hours. If not, I will be back for my next YouTube reading, which will probably be Yemaya Womb of Creation for September. So angel blessings for everyone. Oceans of love.